Commodore Countdown. I'm Alexa Galloway, along here with David Lauterbach. The Falmouth Commodores are facing the Bourne Braves here at Bourne Park, and tonight's starting pitcher is Kevin McKenna from Rice University. He's making his 8th start today. He's normally known as the ace for Falmouth. How does he keep up that reputation tonight?
Well, one of the big reasons why is because some of the starts he's had this season. If you look at 2 starts ago at Falmouth against this Bourne squad, he went 7 innings, gave up just 1 hit, walked 2, no runs allowed, and 6 Ks. So it's outings like that. He's taken a no-hitter into the 5th inning twice this season, one against Bourne, once against YD, 2 teams that are in first in their respective divisions. So as long as he can keep that up tonight, he should be fine and should maintain that reputation, as you say, with my air quotes there, as one of the team's aces.
To get the other side of the pitching matchup, I spoke with Bourne broadcaster Sam Hyman. I'm here with Bourne broadcaster Sam Hyman. Now, Sam, on the mound tonight for Bourne is Travis Bergen from Kennesaw State. How is it going to match up against Kevin McKenna?
Well, it'll be a really good matchup, Alexa. 2 guys that are very, very good on the mound. And in Bergen's last start, he struck out 9 batters against the Wareham Gateman, a guy that paints the corners, doesn't walk guys. 30 strikeouts compared to just 3 walks on the season. So he's very, very good. An all-star, pitched a scoreless inning there. So he knows what he's doing. And against Kevin McKenna, it's going to be tough.
Besides the pitching, how does Bourne need to compete to get the win tonight against Falmouth?
Offensively, they just need to continue what they did last game. I mean, they bounced back. They were only up 1-0 after 5 innings against the Cotuit Cavaliers, and then really found a spark late in the ballgame. And that's where they found it in the 8th inning. They've scored 17 runs in the last 5 games in the 8th inning alone. And before that stretch, just 6 runs in the 8th. So scoring late has been the key for the offense.
Well, thank you, Sam. We'll see how it all plays out. Now, before I let you go, what's it like being on Commodore Countdown?
It feels incredible, really. I mean, this is my first real time on it, and I'm enjoying it, and you're doing a great job.
The Bourne Braves are currently first in the West Division. David, that could be surprising to some because some of their stats are lackluster. What's going on there?
Well, one of them is the opposing batting average. Opposing teams are hitting right around .285 against the Braves pitching staff. That's worst in the league. But Bourne as a whole, the reason why they're able to get out of those jams is because they've given up the fewest walks in the league at only 90 over the first 40 contests. So Bourne lets guys get on base, but doesn't let them come in because of walks. Now, Falmouth, the reason why I'm bringing that up, last night the Commodores gave up back-to-back singles to start off the 8th, both given up by Chandler Eden. This was against Hyannis. Then they walked 4 out of the next 6 batters between Cooney and Eden, and that's why Hyannis won 7-4. So Bourne doesn't let that happen. They give up hits, keep their composure, and don't give up walks. Falmouth needs to emulate that if they want to overtake the Bravos for first in the division.
If you could pick one player for the Commodores that really needs to shine tonight, who would it be?
Well, I would go with someone like Audie Affner, but because he's not in the lineup every day, I'll have to switch for someone like Steven Duggar or Kevin Newman, both usually in the 2 and 3 spots in the top of the order. I'll go with Kevin Newman, though. He's been disappointing the last couple games, only getting a base hit in each of his last 5, but he's going 1 for 4, 1 for 5, whereas Steven Duggar's putting up 3 for 5 or 4 for 5 days. So Kevin Newman really needs to get back into that hit column. More so, he's hitting .368 now, still tops in the league, but if he wants to keep his batting average up high and keep the Falmouth Commodore spirits high down the final 5 games of the regular season, he needs to start hitting more, and especially tonight against Bourne.
So you have Kevin Newman for the Commodores. What about Bourne?
Well, I'm also going to go with their shortstop in Richie Martin Jr., who played behind Newman last year for Falmouth and played behind Newman in the West in the All-Star game just 3 days ago here at Bourne Park. Big reason why Richie Martin Jr. leads the league with the longest consecutive on-base streak this season. That's at 31 games. 31. They've only played 40 games this season. That dates all the way back to June 22nd. It almost broke 2 weeks ago when the 2 team played at Falmouth, but he reached on an E4 in the 9th inning. So he's been a big motivator for this team. If he gets on base, they feel like they can do anything because of his speed. So if Falmouth wants to win this game, they need to try to get Richie Martin Jr. out every time he hits the bag.
Well, we'll see how it all plays out. Before I let you go, though, David, Vince Scully, you're the biggest Vince Scully fan I know. He extended his contract 2015. How do you feel?
There's no crying in baseball, but I almost cried last night.
Do you want to sign off for us?
Pull up a chair and stick around for a while. First pitch at 6, pregame at 5:45. Drops mic, done.